Hey everybody, it's Fun 101 here. Today I want to show you guys a quadcopter that I just recently bought. It's actually my first one I've ever bought. It's a Dromida Verso. And it seems to be a good little copter. I have, like I said, it's my first one, so I don't have anything to compare it to, but so far I've been pretty happy with it. Some of the modifications that I've done to it I want to show you guys is, you can see the belly pan here that normally goes on like this. Like that. I took that off, and it's got a couple screws in it, and it's a nice little piece of plastic, so that helped take some weight off of it. Plus, it kind of gave it more of a streamlined look. I think it looks a little better like that. So the only problem was that the battery in this case can slide forward now and fall out. So I just glued a little plastic tab in there to keep it from coming all the way forward like that. So it stops it. In the back, you can't really do that. You have to have something you have to build a way to get the battery out of it. So I just take the little tab that's on the battery and stick it in there, so it kind of helps it from coming out. And plus the wires kind of help it hold it in too. So that was a nice little modification. Kind of made it look a little streamlined. You can kind of see the battery in there now, and I kind of like that. Speaking of battery, the other thing I did was I took two wraps of electrical tape and then wrapped them up and over the top of the battery. The thickness of electrical tape I was using, I had to use 2 pieces to get it to the right thickness. Depending on the tape that you're using, you might only have to use 1 or maybe more. So that kind of helps just give it a little more snugness and kind of grabs it in there. The electrical tape works really good because it kind of grabs the plastic too. So the plastic casing thing, so kind of helps stiffen it from sliding out. And if it does slide out, usually now that the tab's in the front, it's usually going to go backwards. And you'll know if you crash and then you pick it up and then it constantly kind of wants to drift back and you're don't mess with your trim. Pick it up and check your battery, make sure it's slid forward all the way. That's usually what it is. The other thing I did was I cut the windshield out with a hot knife and then added these 2 holes in here. This hole mainly to add so the antenna can come up and out of the body. So if I want to get some more range on it, I can lift the wire up a little bit higher. That seems to help quite a bit. Just getting it up out of the body seemed to help a lot too. A little more exposed up there, but it's still okay, I think. If it rips off, I'll tack it back down. The other thing that's cool about having it cut out is this, you plug it in, you can see the light through the windshield now and through those holes pretty good. So it kind of lights up the front of it. It looks pretty cool at night. And underneath there, what I did, because the wires were exposed, if I can get this body off of here, this is kind of hard to do. I think I did it good that time. Alright. I stuck a piece of electrical tape down just to hold those wires down. And then you can see, because that body's cut out, that kind of gives that like blackness in there too. Kind of makes it, so you don't just see the wires sticking up. It makes it look a little cleaner. So that kind of helped. That helped quite a bit. The other thing you can see, I cut the arms off on the box here. It has these arms. It was really nice because it kind of helped it, fly upside down and stuff like that. You could land it up against the ceiling and stuff like that. But it really kind of hampered the performance of the copter itself, I think. It seems to fly much better, a little more stable, a little faster, especially when the pitching in and pitching out. Get this body back on here. There we go. So I took the wire down, and everybody was saying that these things break off real easy too. Like right here where the motor is, it breaks off. They usually break off either right here or right here. So I didn't really want that tab on that motor to break, so I just went ahead and cut them off. You can see I have them here, and I used to use a pair of cutters and just cut them off, and that seemed to help quite a bit. I mean, it doesn't, if you fly into the wall or fly into stuff now, it's going to hit the propellers now more than it did before. And when it landed, before you could land it upside down and stuff like that and take back off. You still kind of can if it's a flat enough surface. If there's junk or stuff on the ground, your pops are going to get hit in. It'll probably prevent it from taking off upside down. But that was true with these on anyways. Even if these things are on there, it's only just a little bit higher off the ground. So if there's any sticks or anything in there, it's going to stop it. So that was a big help right there. The other thing I want to talk about was the props that come on it in the box. they fly off really easy. I don't know what happened to them. Why? I don't know if, you know, just being on there for a long time, they got a little stretched out or something from just being in the box for a long time. But the spare props that come in the box in this bag here, I've already swapped them out already. But you put those on and they stick on there much better. With these props, they just pop right off right away, the stock props that came on it. So swap those out right away. That will save you a lot of hassle of losing them, because when it lands and they pop off, they just fly, and even especially in the house, they'll just disappear. You'll never find them. So put those on there, and that should help you out quite a bit. That's pretty much all I want to talk about that. It's a great little copter. I've had fun with it, and yeah, pick one up if you're interested in getting one. I highly suggest it. I know there's a lot out there, but so far so good on this one. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.